Ever notice how the biggest changes in our lives rarely announce themselves with a bang? They don't arrive like a hurricane, tearing everything down. Instead, they creep in. Quietly. Subtly. Most profound psychological shifts don't begin with chaos. They begin with convenience. Think about it. A helpful little suggestion here. A recommended choice there. AI, this incredible, world-changing technology, didn't arrive like a storm. It arrived like a whisper. It slid into our lives, promising efficiency, clarity, and a kind of digital certainty in an uncertain world. It offered to make things easier, faster, better. And who doesn't want that? But behind every automated decision, behind every perfectly crafted email, behind every playlist that seems to read our minds, there's something far more powerful forming. A subtle, almost imperceptible rewiring of the very way we think. When you use an AI to answer a question that you're curious about, to write a difficult message you've been putting off, or to decide what to buy, what to watch, or even what to think about a complex issue, you're doing something very specific. You're outsourcing a tiny piece of your judgment. Now, one piece isn't dangerous. Of course not. 10 pieces aren't dangerous either. It's just convenient. It's efficient. But what happens when thousands upon thousands of these micro-decisions, day after day, are no longer yours? What happens when the cognitive muscles you used to use for questioning, for comparing, for wrestling with ambiguity, start to atrophy from disuse? Your brain, this magnificent engine of curiosity and critical thought, risks becoming passive. It's a slow, comfortable slide. You stop questioning the answers you're given because they're so quick and confident. You stop verifying information because the source feels so authoritative. You start, simply, to accept. And this is the fertile ground where a new kind of mass psychosis can begin. Not with the loud, chaotic fear we might imagine from old movies, but with the quiet, seductive hum of comfort. One of the most powerful aspects of AI is that it feels neutral. It feels objective. It doesn't have emotions, biases, or a hidden agenda, right? It's just code and data. But here's the critical point we often miss. Neutral-seeming information, when delivered at a global scale, becomes the most powerful psychological tool ever created. Why? Because people don't instinctively challenge neutral voices. We are wired to argue with people who show emotion, who have a clear opinion or bias. But when we get a calm, collected, seemingly factual answer from a disembodied intelligence, our guard is down. We don't question the calm answers. We simply absorb them. A mind that stops questioning is a mind that is ready to be shaped. And that shaping is happening right now, every second of every day, with every query and every prompt. A modern mass psychosis doesn't look like madness in the streets. It looks like sameness. It looks like uniformity. It's the same opinions, popping up across different platforms, worded slightly differently but all leading to the same conclusions. It est millions of people forming identical thoughts because they were all fed identical answers from the same handful of digital sources. This isn't a virus of fear spreading through a population. It's a virus of uniformity. It's a gentle, passive acceptance of a prepackaged reality. We think we're all reaching these conclusions independently through our own research, but often we're all just drinking from the same digital well. Now, let me be crystal clear. This is not an anti-AI message. AI is not the enemy. It is a tool, and like any powerful tool, its impact depends entirely on how we use it. The true danger isn't the technology itself. The danger is blind trust. The danger is the seductive appeal of letting something else do the hard work of thinking for us. So, what's the solution? What's the antidote to this creeping psychosis of uniformity? It isn't to unplug, to isolate ourselves, or to reject this incredible technology. That's not only impractical, it's a step backward. The antidote is awareness. It's about engaging with AI with our eyes wide open. Use it. Absolutely. Learn from it. Benefit from its incredible power to process information and generate ideas. Let it be your co-pilot, your research assistant, your creative partner. But never, ever surrender your curiosity. Never outsource your final judgment. Never let convenience replace the essential, sometimes difficult, work of critical thought. When an AI gives you an answer, ask yourself, what's the source of this information? Is there an alternative perspective? What biases might be embedded in the data it was trained on? Treat it not as an oracle delivering truth, but as one single, highly intelligent, but ultimately fallible voice in a much larger conversation. The most important work you do every day is the work of thinking for yourself. It's the process of grappling with ideas, of holding conflicting thoughts in your mind, of forging your own opinions through reason, experience, and intuition. Because the moment you stop thinking for yourself, the moment you completely hand over the reins of your own mind, someone else or something else will be more than happy to do your thinking for you. And the world they build inside your head might not be one you would have chosen for yourself. Protect your curiosity. Defend your right to question. That is how you stay free in an age of artificial intelligence. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more thoughts on our shared future.